Jason, following the result on Sunday, how has the week been looking ahead to Charlotte this coming Saturday?
Yeah, we've looked over the video and talked about some things in-house within the team, and we're definitely disappointed, obviously, to know that we were up one goal, and going into the second half, we felt that we were more than matching the opposition. Unfortunately, we weren't able to hold on to the lead, and various circumstances sort of contributed to that. But we have to look forward. You know, there's no point continuing to look back. The game is done and dusted. Hopefully we can take the positives from it and learn from the critical things, and hope to improve our performances as we move forward. In training this week, we've been trying to address dealing with crosses, also getting tight in the box and knowing the type of intensity that's needing at critical moments in order to defend leads and defend our box, protect the goal. On the other side of things, we scored a good goal last game with Sean Hundal, which was off of a cross, good action from Sal. So it was also a little bit of getting into the box and timing of getting into the box, and the proper execution that's needed in order to score a goal. So we'll continue that today and hopefully get ourselves ready for Saturday.
In the last 4 games, obviously not the results you want. Frustration has to take its toll now. How important is it for these guys to stay disciplined looking ahead and playing discipline for 90 minutes?
Yeah, that's the challenge. You know, I was able to speak to one of the players from their team that I know quite well, and he was saying, you know, you guys are playing well, but, you know, there's certain little moments that are kind of costing you in games, and it's hard to transfer that over to our young pros, aspiring pros, that even though there are some positives within the game, we're still losing games, and none of us want to be losing games, and we don't accept losing games, and that has to be our mentality. So in order to get over that little hump and start performing consistently over 90 minutes, and eradicating some of the mental errors that have kind of plagued us over the last little bit, then we feel we can move forward, but we have to take ownership of that.
And lastly, last night's game against Montreal highlighted a lot of the young TFC players, and they did a really good job. What does this say to the system and the development that the Academy and Toronto C2 has done for them?
I think the system that we have in place, you know, it's thankful to Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment in order to fund us financially so that we could have this system. But at the same time, what we do have in place is a proper club structure now, and it gives players opportunities to progress up through the ranks. And you know, it's not just myself, but all the other coaches that are working in the academy to get the players to this level. Obviously, I've worked with a number of them myself, and then it's also down to Greg Vanney. You know, he has to trust and put his name and put those players into the fray. And without a manager at first team level having the trust and ability to put those players in, we're not talking about Malik Johnson or Jordan Hamilton or Mo Babulis. People don't even know who they are, you know, so I think that's also, you can't underestimate that for sure. But the players are taking things on board. We can't get carried away. It's only one game, but it does provide us all with a bit of hope. It provides the younger generation that possibly they could be the next one to grace BMO Field. So I think that's also important. And then the other side of things is they have to then take their chances. It's all about timing. Right now, it's well documented. There's a few injuries in the first team to some key players in key positions. And that opens up the pathway for possibly somebody else to step in and get a chance. But they have to take their chance, and when they take their chance, that also provides a bit of trust into the manager that, hey, maybe I can use them again. So it's a two-way street, but you know, it's positive, but we also have to keep our feet on the ground and just see if we can get young pros to do that over a consistent period of time. That's the main thing.
Awesome.